The restaurant Obelix is located on the 32nd floor of the Shard, which is the tallest building in the United Kingdom. This is the view we had on a rainy late afternoon. Here's a couple pictures I found online on a much nicer evening. This morning we're walking from our hotel near Trafalgar Square down the Mall to Buckingham Palace. I'll try in British English, it would be the Mall. The road surface has been colored red since the 1950s, giving the effect of a giant red carpet leading up to Buckingham Palace. Located next to Admiralty Arch, the 1903 memorial commemorates the Royal Marines who died in the Boxer Rebellion in China and the Second Boer War in Africa. Unveiled in 1910, this memorial marks the death of the 1,083 soldiers of the Royal Artillery who died in the Second Boer War from 1899 to 1902. Duke of York column is a monument to Prince Frederick, Duke of York, the second son of King George II. It was completed as the commander-in-chief of the British Army during the French Revolutionary Wars and led the reform of the Army into a capable, modernized force. The statue of King George depicts him in his naval uniform and was unveiled in 1955. The statue of Queen Elizabeth depicts her in 1951 and was unveiled by her daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, in 2009. There are two bas-reliefs on either side of Queen Elizabeth. One shows the royal couple during the defining moments of the Second World War, and the other is an affectionate portrayal of the Queen as Queen Mother, showing her interests and passions. Stable Yard Road, and I think the King lives down there these days. This little street leads to several historical buildings. It's presently fenced off and guarded because King Charles and Queen Camilla are living in Clarence House. Charles's grandmother, the Queen Mother Elizabeth, was its last resident. Buckingham Palace is undergoing a 10-year renovation project that started in 2017. It hadn't been renovated since 1950 after being damaged during World War II. About $514 million has been budgeted for this project. Figured out that this is Lancaster House, originally York House and then Stafford House. It's located next to Clarence House. Construction began in 1825 and was completed in 1838. It was gifted to the government in the early 20th century, and it houses the government's wine and spirits cellars. It was home to the London Museum until World War II. Now it's used for diplomatic receptions and related functions by the Foreign Office, and it has been seen many times in films and on TV. Comes down, there's Buckingham Palace. There's some statues in front. Buckingham Palace has 775 rooms, including staterooms, royal and guest bedrooms, staff bedrooms, offices, and 78 bathrooms. Today, the palace is the monarch's main office and function space. Originally known as Buckingham House, the building was a large townhouse built for the Duke of Buckingham and Normanby in 1703. It was acquired by George III in 1761 as a residence for Queen Charlotte. During the 19th century, it was enlarged by constructing 3 wings around a central courtyard. Buckingham Palace became the London residence of the British monarch on the accession of Queen Victoria in 1837. King Edward VII, son of Queen Victoria, suggested that a memorial to Queen Victoria be erected following her death in 1901. It was estimated to cost about £250,000 and that there would be no grant from the government toward the construction. With donations from the public and gifts from other countries, there was more money collected than was needed. So the excess went towards Admiralty Arch and to refront the entirety of the palace. At the top of the central pylon stands a gilded bronze-winged Victory, standing on a globe with a victor's palm in one hand. The Queen was placed to face towards the city while flanked by statues of truth and justice, as it was felt that she was just and that she sought the truth always and in all circumstances. Well, my plans for the day got washed out, but here I am in St. James Park. Look, there's Mama and her babies. Oh, the babies are coming this way. I don't have... Maybe that's Mom and Dad. The rain's letting up for a bit. What a good shot from here. There's the park, and there's the London Eye in the background. Here's some more of the park. Assume this is some sort of a playing field down here. I don't know if it's cricket, soccer, or what else. I'm not going to walk closer to find out. You can see it better from across the street. Didn't help any though. I was so wrong. This is a horse guards parade. It's a ceremonial parade ground around St. James Park and a scene of the trooping the colors on the King's official birthday in June. This is the Admiralty Arch. It's soon to turn into an expensive hotel. Waldorf Astoria. I know what this used to look like. This is all just painted temporary covering. Clothes, but this is Captain Cook. Born 1728, died 1779. He died in Hawaii. Had a little problem with one of the natives. He led 3 voyages across the Pacific Ocean, and his was the first recorded European contact with the eastern coast of Australia, which he then claimed for the British Empire. 630, heart of the theater district. Located in the heart of Piccadilly, Brasserie Zadel is a traditional Parisian brasserie. It's located in what was the Regent Palace Hotel, which was designed in the Art Deco style and opened in 1915. It was largely demolished in 2012, but this restaurant remained. We're going to the Piccadilly Theater, and we're going to see Moulin Rouge. Going to be the Moulin Rouge, and there's the windmills from the Moulin Rouge in Paris, but theirs fell down recently. And over here we have an elephant. We'll see what that's about. So over here's a guy climbing into the cage. Have loose tables for the drinks. And we've got some of the guys before the show here. The guys climbing up there. Okay, probably time to put this away.